People ask me, why did you go ahead and write your book? I wrote my book, From Zoo to the Wild, Your Entrepreneurial Guide to Freedom and Wealth, because I felt like a lot of people would gain some benefits from the gold nuggets I could share with them for things that I did and learned over the time. There were some things I did good. There's some things that I just did really bad. But what I talked about in this book is my journey from going from the corporate zoo, where I was in a large organization. I was a senior vice president of SunTrust Banks. I had that job that everybody covets. It's the corner office, the big desk, the custom-made suits, the fine stuff. I was drinking great wine, the whole thing. And I realized that I wasn't doing what I loved to do. Now, I had in the zoo learned to help people, manage people, lead people, really started to hone my leadership skills. And I was always also good at helping get my team to achieve more than they would have on their own. I also was pretty good at those corporate politics, which after a while become pretty mind-numbing. But my journey out into the entrepreneurial wild, I just didn't know what it was like to be out there on your own, and the loneliness that you go through and the inability to get answers, but the ability and the responsibility to have to make all these decisions. And so developing my decision framework was huge, and also getting a chance to shop my business plan to others. While in the zoo, I shopped it one way and I held back some cards, just like you would in corporate America. You won't want to show everybody everything, because as you play your hand in the corporate zoo, you don't want to show everybody everything. But what I learned out in the entrepreneurial wild is, if you're going to bet on yourself, show everybody your whole hand. And most of the people aren't going to feel threatened by you. Most of them are going to want to help you. And so when you go out there and start looking for mentors or people to look at your business plan, you realize that we don't want to call them mentors, because if you call me and ask me as a mentor, I'm going to say, oh, here he comes looking for some free advice. But if you make yourself interesting and ask me some pointed questions, I love to help people with that. So that's why I wrote my book. And hopefully you'll get a feel for what it took for me to go from the corporate zoo to the crazy world of retail, home repairs, and projects, where the Trusted Toolbox delivers bathroom remodels, kitchen remodels. We do a lot of handyman work around Atlanta. I've been at this for 12 years, and I realized there were a lot of secrets about the customer that we needed to share. So I've shared some of that with you. Hopefully you'll find this book to be engaging. Hopefully you'll find it to be interesting. And to learn more, go to zoo2wild.com and go ahead and order your book.